Freddie Roach, wearing red, official weight 145, 3/4 pounds. His professional record:
7 victories, 38 wins by knockout. He's the fighting pride of the Philippines, a record 8 division world champion, reigning and defending 2-time WBO. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, tonight he is the challenger, the legendary, the challenger, the fighting pride of the Philippines, 8-time world champion.
Relentless boxing for the WBO. Welterweight championship of the world.
Manny Pacquiao.
Boxing fans,
Are you ready?
for the thousands in attendance
And the millions watching around the world.
Comes in wearing black and gold. Official weights 139.5 pounds. His record 24 wins, 17 of those coming by way of knockouts against 3 defeats. Joining us and representing Beriosovo, Russia. He is the former WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Dame Gaspada, presenting the Siberian Rocky, Ruslan Provodnikov.
Imagine the roar of the crowd as 2 of boxing's most fearless warriors step into the ring. On one side stands the explosive legend, Manny Pacquiao, an 8-division world champion known for lightning speed and devastating combinations. On the other side is the relentless pressure fighter, Ruslan Provodnikov, famous for his brutal power and never back down style. Tonight's simulation answers a question boxing fans have debated for years. What would happen if Pacquiao and Provodnikov fought at their absolute peak? Both fighters bring completely different weapons into this legendary matchup. Pacquiao is known for his incredible footwork, rapid angles, and unpredictable attacks that have troubled champions for years. Provodnikov, however, fights like a storm that never stops coming forward. His style is built around pressure, heavy hooks, and a willingness to take punches just to land his own. This contrast in styles makes this fantasy showdown one of the most exciting matchups boxing fans could ever imagine. As the bell rings for round 1, Pacquiao immediately starts bouncing on his toes, circling the ring and testing distance with sharp jabs. Provodnikov moves forward patiently, trying to cut off the ring and close the gap. The Russian fighter knows that standing at range against Pacquiao's speed could be dangerous. The crowd senses the tension as both men look for the perfect opening, knowing that one mistake could completely change the momentum of the fight. Pacquiao suddenly lands a beautiful left hand followed by a quick right hook that snaps Provodnikov's head back. The crowd roars as the Filipino legend unleashes a rapid-fire combination. However, Provodnikov absorbs the punches and fires back with a devastating body shot. The impact clearly slows Pacquiao for a moment. This exchange proves something important. Pacquiao may be faster, but Provodnikov's punches carry fight-changing power every time they land. Midway through the round, Pacquiao begins controlling the pace with his movement. He darts in and out, landing quick flurries before sliding away. Provodnikov keeps applying pressure, throwing heavy punches that narrowly miss their target. Each time Pacquiao escapes, the crowd erupts with excitement. Yet the Russian fighter keeps closing the distance, slowly trapping Pacquiao near the ropes, where his power becomes far more dangerous. As round 2 begins, Provodnikov increases his aggression. He storms forward, throwing a barrage of hooks and uppercuts. Pacquiao responds with lightning-fast counters, landing a beautiful straight left, followed by a right hook. The exchange electrifies the crowd. Both fighters are now fully engaged, trading punches in the center of the ring. It's the kind of action boxing fans dream about. Speed versus power, precision versus relentless pressure. Pacquiao's experience begins to show as he starts creating angles that confuse Provodnikov. Instead of moving straight back, he pivots to the side after every combination. This forces Provodnikov to constantly reset his attack. However, Provodnikov finally lands a huge right hand that briefly stuns Pacquiao. The arena erupts as fans realize the Russian warrior's power is very real, and the fight could shift dramatically at any moment. Sensing an opportunity, Provodnikov charges forward with unstoppable intensity. He traps Pacquiao against the ropes and unloads a furious combination to the body and head. Pacquiao responds with his signature flurry, firing 5 punches in rapid succession before slipping away from danger. The sequence shows why Pacquiao became one of the most exciting fighters in boxing history, capable of turning defense into explosive offense within seconds. As the fight progresses, the pace becomes even more intense. Pacquiao continues landing sharp counters, while Provodnikov refuses to slow down. Every round feels like a war. Sweat flies through the air with each punch, and both fighters are showing signs of damage. The crowd is now fully on their feet, witnessing a clash that perfectly represents the heart, courage, and drama that makes boxing one of the most thrilling sports in the world. Heading into the middle rounds, the big question remains: can Pacquiao's speed and skill keep Provodnikov's relentless power under control, or will the Russian warrior eventually break through with a fight-ending punch? The tension builds with every exchange as both fighters push the pace higher and higher. Something dramatic feels inevitable, and fans watching this legendary clash know that the next few rounds could produce a moment nobody will ever forget. As the middle rounds begin, Manny Pacquiao starts increasing his pace, throwing faster combinations and circling the ring with incredible energy. Ruslan Provodnikov refuses to slow down, stalking his opponent with relentless determination. Every step forward from Provodnikov carries danger, while Pacquiao's sharp counters continue landing clean. The clash of speed and power becomes even more dramatic as both fighters realize the fight could swing in either direction at any moment. Pacquiao suddenly explodes with a quick 3-punch combination, snapping Provodnikov's head back with his trademark left hand. The speed difference is immediately visible. However, Provodnikov barely reacts and continues marching forward, throwing a crushing hook to the body. The punch lands with a thud that echoes through the arena. It's clear that while Pacquiao may have the speed advantage, Provodnikov's raw power could turn the fight around in a single moment. The pressure continues to build as Provodnikov traps Pacquiao near the ropes again. He unleashes a brutal barrage of hooks to the body and head. Pacquiao slips some punches, but a heavy right hand connects cleanly. The arena erupts as Pacquiao briefly loses balance. For the first time in the fight, it looks like Provodnikov might be close to scoring a knockdown. The tension inside the arena reaches another explosive level. Showing the heart of a champion, Pacquiao quickly regains his rhythm. He begins using his famous angles again, stepping to the side after every combination. A lightning-fast 3-punch sequence lands perfectly on Provodnikov's chin. The Russian warrior keeps pushing forward, but the speed difference becomes clear once again. Pacquiao's movement forces Provodnikov to chase constantly, making it harder for the power puncher to land his biggest shots cleanly. Now the fight turns into an all-out war in the center of the ring. Both fighters exchange powerful combinations with incredible intensity. Pacquiao lands a sharp straight left, while Provodnikov answers with a crushing hook. Sweat flies through the air as the crowd rises to its feet. The fighters refuse to step back, delivering one of the most thrilling exchanges imaginable in this legendary fantasy showdown. As the championship rounds approach, fatigue begins to show on both fighters. Pacquiao's speed is still impressive, but Provodnikov's relentless pressure is starting to take its toll. The Russian fighter continues walking forward, throwing heavy punches that force Pacquiao to stay constantly alert. One perfectly timed shot from Provodnikov could still end the fight instantly, making every second inside the ring incredibly dangerous. Then suddenly, Pacquiao finds the perfect opening. He slips a wide hook from Provodnikov and fires a perfectly timed straight left hand. The punch lands clean on the chin. Provodnikov stumbles backward for the first time in the fight. The crowd explodes with excitement as Pacquiao follows up with a blazing combination, sensing that this could be the turning point of the entire battle. Pacquiao unleashes one of his trademark flurries, landing punch after punch with unbelievable speed. Provodnikov tries to fire back, but the Filipino legend's accuracy is now overwhelming. Another clean left hand lands flush. Provodnikov struggles to regain his balance as Pacquiao continues attacking. The referee watches closely as the momentum of the fight shifts dramatically in Pacquiao's favor. With the crowd screaming in anticipation, Pacquiao launches one final explosive combination. A powerful straight left followed by a lightning-fast hook lands perfectly. Provodnikov collapses to the canvas as the arena erupts in shock and excitement. The referee begins the count while Pacquiao calmly walks to a neutral corner, knowing he may have just delivered the decisive moment of the fight. Provodnikov bravely attempts to rise, but the referee waves the fight off as the crowd explodes in celebration. Manny Pacquiao wins this incredible simulation by dramatic knockout after an unforgettable war with Ruslan Provodnikov. This legendary clash proves why boxing fans love fantasy matchups like this. If you enjoyed this epic fight simulation, make sure to like the video and stay tuned for more legendary boxing battles.